A colostomy is like a, well, let me show you that. First of all, this is the one I'm wearing right now, and it's connected with tape. As you can see, there's like a tape barrier around that allows it to attach to your stomach. There's a red like circle that comes out of your stomach, and that's called the stoma. It looks like kind of like a boob. It's like I have a boob sticking out of my stomach. The bag circles around that and everything falls into the bag. It's starting to trickle in there. It's a weird feeling, like it feels like a snake rolling through your stomach, and then it uses these without filters. The only way you can drain when you have gas, the only way you can drain it is using the old one is you peel this tab right here and you pull it off a little bit, and then it releases the gas, and then you snap it back on. It's gross, right? Like, you don't want to be doing that when you're around people or anything. So the ones that have the filters like this are the way to go for sure. This is a measuring device. You put it over your stoma and it tells you what size you need to cut your device to. So mine's this one here. And could you imagine? I mean, look at the size of this, man. That would be like an NFL like lineman or something. I don't know who would have a stoma that big, but there'd be some big crap coming out of that thing. This, I went to the company called Coloplast and looked into the different products they had, and I decided the best one for me is the one piece with the drainage attached. So this is a little bit different. Notice the back, it's got the cutout signature on it. So I can cut out my size, which is like 40, like the furthest out it goes is mine, right? So I would cut all the way out to that last line and then peel this sticker off, and it just sticks right to your skin. You replace this once every 3 or 4 days, and you don't have to sit there throwing 3 away per day, because to me that's not environmentally friendly at all. So this is the way I'm going right now. The drainage, if you have the urge, if it fills up and you're like, if I'm on a job site or something, I can find a bathroom and just, drain it. I don't need to throw a bag away and put another one on and go through all that. It's just drain and go. That's it. When you peel this thing off and you stick it to your stomach, it sticks like crazy. I mean, it is like, whoosh, it grabs on there. And so when you go to take it off, it's like, whoa. So I use this medical adhesive remover that you squirt it on the outside of it and let it sit for a minute, and then it just falls right off. To introduce you to my stoma. All right, the first picture you're looking at here is a panned out view of the stoma, and you notice the stitches running from just below my chest all the way down to my groin. So they had to open me up quite a bit to get this resolved. There was a tear in the colon, so they left from the way I understand it anyway, they left the rectum in place and they cut the colon, and it comes out through your stomach. And then the healing process begins, and then when it's healed, they take it out of your stomach again and reattach it. And then the next picture you're looking at is the actual close-up of the stoma. And again, it's about 1 3/4 inches wide. You could be out in a public place. And this happened when I was in a waiting room at one of the doctor's offices. These things make some noises, man. I was sitting there and I hear this, like, what the? And then there's the helicopter and there's all kinds of noises that this thing makes, and you have no idea when it's going to happen. You have no control over when you're going to have a bowel movement. It's just the noises, and again, you can't control when you have these bowel movements. So as far as the perception of people that know me and know what I'm going through with this, family's been very supportive through this whole ordeal. My dad sent flowers. He's approaching 90 years old. He's healthier than I am. I mean, it's crazy. It's like, not that he's perfect health, but he's never had to deal with anything like this. As far as my workers and guys on the job sites, we joke around about it, like they know about it. And Robert's like, "Oh, take that shit bag, and you can do it. Like I'm going to throw it at you if you don't stop working." And we joke all the time about all this stuff. I'm not embarrassed about it. It's like it's just something that happened, and I'll get out of it. Like it'll get me. You guys, update. Last night was a bad night. Unexpectedly. Now, granted, I did have a couple of Heineken beers, which Heinekens are gassy kind of beers. Like you're not good for if you have a colostomy bag to drink Heinekens. You could probably have one and it's no problem. But I think I had 2 or 3, no more than that. Last night, the bag was filling. I could feel it filling up. And I've had that happen before where it gets a quarter full, a half full, and I empty it in the morning when I wake up, not a problem. Last night, it was like an explosion. Like it just filled up so fast and started separating from my body because you can't, roll over on your sides or your stomach because the bag will get caught under your body and it'll rip it off your skin. And I felt a little poop on my elbow and I was like, oh my God. There's only a little bit on the bed, but I quickly took all these sheets off the bed. I took the comforter off the bed, everything. I cleaned the mattress off. I take all the sheets. I'm coming down to dispose of everything in the garage, and I step in cat crap. Autumn, over here, Autumn, the troublemaker, we have one of those electric litter boxes that cleans itself, and she doesn't like it for whatever reason. Every now and then she gets a hangnail, like, I don't want to use that litter box, so she pooped right where I was walking, and I wasn't paying attention. I had all these sheets and comforters in my hand, and I stepped right in that crap. Oh my God. I changed the sheets, put everything back, get to sleep. I put a new bag on. But the sad part about this is, I don't want to tell my wife about this because she doesn't have the same sense of humor. Like, I could tell my guys at work, like, what happened, and they'd laugh their ass off. They think it's hilarious, right? I'll tell my wife about it, and she'll cry. I mean, she just feels so sorry for what's happening with my situation, and she may or may not see this video. She probably won't see it because it's gross, and she doesn't like to be grossed out. So she's reversal of the stoma, right? So I visited him yesterday, and he tells me not only is this going to be in July, and I was thinking, May, June, this would get reversed. Now it's kicked back to July 18th. And I have a herniated situation in my stoma, because remember I mentioned earlier in the video, it kind of sticks out like a boob, right? So that's a hernia. And he's looking at me with this blank look on his face. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do about this? And he goes, well, we'll fix it when we do the operation. It's like, well, I got to live with this for 3 months. I mean, this is crazy. The only thing he could recommend was go visit the stoma expert, the people that deal with the colostomy bags, and they'll come up with a solution for you. So that's it. I'm going to end this video before it gets any worse. And I want to thank you for watching. Like it, share it, pass it around. Hey, look, I'm not the only one going through all these troubles. Look at this guy.